Dementia Researcher with a blog and a rating.
In order to be able to do research, we scientists are usually dependent on securing grants. This is important for several reasons. With funding, we can secure a position, we can clarify goals and develop new research ideas. It provides the opportunity to establish collaborations and increase impact. Because of these reasons, there is a lot of pressure on securing grants, especially for early career dementia researchers who have limited experience. Since there are so many things to think about, and I am currently looking to apply for grants myself, we would like to start a discussion with the community about grant writing, where everyone can share the tips and tricks to help each other out. Let's start the discussion with some important things to consider that I collected from talking to successful colleagues and mentors. How do you choose where to apply? This largely depends on your focus of research. There are both national and international grants that could be of interest. Look for information from your university, national dementia associations, or other funding agencies about grant opportunities. For international grants, you can check out the Alzheimer's Association. You should also make sure that you understand precisely what the grant is looking and asking for. You don't want to spend time on an application that is unlikely to be successful because the topics do not match. Tips and tricks. First, formatting is key, and if guidelines are not followed correctly, it may make your application ill-eligible. It can be very helpful to ask colleagues if they have an example application for a grant that you decide to apply to. You don't want to miss out on a grant because of formatting. Second, make sure you have a clear opening statement, which is understandable and accessible. Make sure you clearly state why this research is important and relevant. Similarly, the urgency of why this research is relevant now is important to keep in mind. A clear overview figure and making sure that you are telling a story can help with this. This also makes it easier for the reviewers to understand your application. Third, feasibility is important and risks should be discussed to show that you are both aware and have a plan for potential risks. Consider discussing the risks and how to minimize them at the end of your application. Fourth, throughout the application, minimize the use of abbreviations and make sure you use the language appropriately. Fifth, lastly, make sure that you convincingly show that the proposed research should be conducted by you. Why are you the one to do this, and why can others not do this instead? Existing resources. Many resources are already available to all of us, but finding them or knowing about them can be hard. Check out the ISTAART Guide to Grants or the Slink podcast about fellowship applications. Dementia Researcher also has guest blogs that can be useful, for example, when to apply for funding as a postdoc. And it provides a funding call overview, but this is primarily aimed at the UK. If you are interested in international calls, the ALS Forum provides an overview of grants. And now it's up to you. Share your thoughts and experiences to help early career dementia researchers. What are important lessons you learned? Do you have tips and tricks for any stages of the application? Are there more resources that you use? Which grants are most relevant in your field of research and your location? How do you find grants that are relevant for you? Let us know in the comments. This blog results from a collaboration with the ISTAART PEERs PIA European Working Group and the Interdem Academy, which are also great resources for early career dementia researchers.
Thank you for listening. Join the Dementia Research bloggers and share your own views.